When you're walking outside at night and you notice someone has their lights on and their blinds open, do you look inside? If you do, is that bad? Do you take a peek for just a second and then look away? Sometimes I do. Like, intuitively, it doesn't feel like a very confident thing to do, so maybe I only do it in certain times when my curiosity gets the best of me, but usually I wonder if I'll see something crazy. Like, if you could only watch 2 seconds of a movie, could you guess the plot? I used to watch old videos of a blind man giving movie reviews. Sometimes I feel that way about my own life, critiquing something I can't see very well. What if actors never got to watch the movies they played in? Would they wonder if they were any good in it? I imagine certainly that would be the case. Sometimes the lights are on and I just can't help but take a peek at someone making dinner or watching TV. Sometimes in that moment I think their lighting is all off, too stark, too fluorescent. Lighting affects your mood a lot. Color and brightness signals to your brain how much energy you should have, or whether it's time to go to sleep yet. To be masters of lighting, controlling the temperature and energy of rooms via colored LEDs and energy-efficient bulbs. That's the most human thing I've ever heard. Sometimes it's dark and I can tell they're going to sleep soon. It must be hard to be a human, what with all the things you can spend time worrying about. I like how people always worry about every little detail, but it never seems to make things better. Okay, I don't actually like that. I just think it's funny I still bother caring about the things that probably won't make a difference in the long run. Didn't a pretty wise person say not to worry about tomorrow or what it will bring? I get kind of paranoid late at night when my blinds are open. I don't bother shutting my kitchen window blinds because only 3 or 4 neighbors would potentially be able to see in at night, so the odds seem pretty low of anyone ever peeping in on me eating potato chips and waffles at 3 in the morning. Sometimes I dance, nothing crazy, just kind of move my feet in a rhythmic way so that if anyone was watching, they'd wonder what I was listening to. I always have headphones in, especially late at night when I'm snacking on frozen corn dogs. I think one of the greatest inventions of humanity is the headphone. I think about how in ages past the only music humans had was the ones they made in the moment. For countless centuries, no one could capture a song around a fire. Songs around a fire, that's what people did, right? Before they had churches to sing in or concert halls. Can you imagine hearing music and thinking, I know just the right markings that we can put on paper to represent these sounds? Somebody had to do it. Who was the first composer in history? Maybe it was a bunch of people who had the guts to challenge a system 100,000 years old of passing songs down by memory when they said, no, let's do this thing for real. That's probably not how it happened at all, but then again, maybe it did. Maybe people used to draw in the dirt to explain complicated rhythms to the young musicians in their tribe. Then again, it would stand to reason if they were drawing complicated rhythms, we would see something like that in a cave painting or two. I wonder how much people are similar to one another had our positions been switched in life. Like if I grew up as you and you as me, how much different would our lives look than they do now? What about someone from 5,000 years ago? Switch them with yourself. What are you left with? Would it be normal? How much do humans change over the course of a few thousand years? Maybe if I could peer into a cave with the fire on and see how people lived a millennia ago, I would see something incredibly mundane. Maybe they wouldn't be wearing headphones, but they might be singing.